there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Neal Galati, and I am here to bring you some awesome NFL predictions. It's going to be a great week. It is the Fantasy Football Championship for most of you guys, which is why I had to give you some awesome predictions this week. And I just got some work done on my teeth. It's a little bit numb on this side, but I'm still bringing predictions for you guys because I know how much this means to you. I got over 120 messages last week over what to do in terms of helping people's fantasy teams and survivor picks. So I'm here to help you guys out. Unfortunately, because of the time consuming amount of work that I've had and, going through my life, I have to announce that this is going to be most likely my last year that I make NFL predictions from a week to week basis. So, very unlikely I do this every week. I will do it occasionally if you guys really want, but it'll be unlikely that I do this from week to week. So, just a heads up there. But I want to get you guys to win your fantasy football playoffs, which is why I'm here to make sure that you guys win this week. So, let's go with a quick set of picks and then go straight into fantasy. Colts at the Ravens. No Thursday night games. Only Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. Sunday afternoon and Monday afternoon and Monday night. So very interesting. Being Sunday being Christmas Eve, Monday being Christmas Day. Colts at the Ravens on Saturday afternoon. I'm going to take the Ravens to win this one there at home. Vikings at the Packers. Historic rivalry, but wow, tides have turned. Look for Minnesota to win this game on Saturday night in Green Bay in a very cold game. Chargers at the Jets. Chargers are going to win this one. Broncos at the Redskins. Ugh, lousy game, but look for the home team to win this one in Washington. Bills at the Patriots. New England takes this one easy. Rams at the Titans. The Rams win this one. Going to be a great game, but look for the Rams to win this game. Falcons at the Saints. I like New Orleans to win this one here. Buccaneers at the Panthers. Carolina's at home. They win this one. Browns at the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears to win this one. Lions at the Bengals. Detroit is on the road, but they're fighting for a playoff spot. Look for them to win this game. Dolphins at the Chiefs. The Dolphins win this one in a huge upset at Kansas City because I think Jarvis Landry, Kenyon Drake are going to be way too much for that Kansas City defense. Jaguars at the 49ers. This is actually going to be an interesting game. Garoppolo's look good. But, 3 touchdown and 2 interception ratio as a starter is decent. It's not great, but it's okay. It's very average. But still, he also has beaten the 26th, 28th, and 31st ranked defense. Now he plays the 3rd ranked defense. So this is going to be very interesting to see how he fares against the Jaguars defense this week. I'm going to take Jacksonville to win this one. The Giants at the Cardinals. Arizona's at home. I'm going to take them to win this one. The Seahawks at the Cowboys, and what could be a playoff deciding game for both of the teams. Whoever loses is pretty much knocked out. I'm going to take Dallas to win this one. It's going to be a great game, but I think Dallas wins this game, and they may just punch their way into the playoffs. But look for Dallas to win this one at home behind that animal of a man, Ezekiel Elliot. The Steelers at the Texans, and we're on Monday afternoon. I'm going to take Pittsburgh to win this one. And finally, we got Monday Night Football in a classic showdown between the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the interesting thing. If Nick Foles plays, I think Philadelphia will beat Oakland. But I'm hearing Nate Sudfeld, the 3rd stringer, is going to play. Because of that, I'm going to go with the Raiders and play it safe. I think the Raiders know this is a must-win for them, and they're going to win this game. They're pretty much eliminated from playoff contention off a note card in that Raiders-Dallas game, which was just, I cannot believe the NFL messed up to a standpoint where they literally knock a team out of playoff contention. It was obviously having a down year with a lot of injuries and, offensive coordinator struggles, but wow, you knock out a team out of playoff contention with a note card and a referee chuckles over it. That's very disappointing and very obnoxious and honestly unacceptable. But it is what it is. That's sports, and a lot of unacceptable things happen in sports. You just got to face it. We look for the Raiders to win this one on Monday night. Now what you guys have all been waiting for. By the way, in terms of my fantasy outlook, if you guys want to know, I am in the championship in all of my leagues except for one, which I'm playing for a consolation 3rd prize, which if you know which league I'm in, you can shout it out. I'm in the 3rd place match. most likely against you since you're the host of the league. But, it's going to be a interesting game there. But, really want to win the championship leagues. That's the most important as well. It's going to be very exciting. So here's my perfect lineup to get you to succeed with a lot of good sleepers. Starting quarterback of the week, Drew Brees. Gotta start him against Atlanta. He's going to have a huge game. Sit Jimmy Garoppolo. He's not a fantasy quarterback. Hell, he's a very average quarterback at that point. He knows how to check the ball down. He reminds me a lot of Matt Schaub, and surprisingly, to any 49er fan who doubts that, look it up. Their head coach, Kyle Shanahan, strictly compares Jimmy Garoppolo as the next Matt Schaub. He publicly announced it. If you guys want video proof and textual proof, I will send it over. So Matt Schaub, my apologies, Jimmy Garoppolo, same thing. Definitely sit him this week. Running backs, Ezekiel Elliott, great start against Seattle this week. And Leonard Fournette against the Niners. Love that. Sit Peyton Barber. They're going to be passing all game, not running. And Carlos Hyde, Jacksonville's defense is great. Don't start him. Wide receivers, JuJu Smith-Schuster. With no AB, you got to start JuJu. And Deandre Hopkins. Guys are target machines. You got to start him. He's so good. Wide receivers to sit Julio Jones. You can't start him against Marshall Lattimore. It'll be a disaster. And Robbie Anderson, don't trust him at Petty at all. Tight ends, Kyle Rudolph, great start this week. Gotta start him. And Cameron Brate, you gotta sit him this week. He's a little bit banged up, but I don't trust him against Carolina. Kicker, Chris Boswell, love that start. Definitely start him. Sit Brandon McManus. Don't like that start at all at Washington. Defense, Carolina. Must start of the week. Definitely start him with the utmost confidence, and you will be satisfied. Mark my words. Sit Denver's defense. Do not like that Denver defense at all this week. And finally, we got some awesome sleepers for you guys. Quarterback Russell Wilson. He's going to get back on track. He's had a good season. Not a great season. I mean, it's sad because he doesn't have any weapons. He has a lot of good wide receiver and tight end weapons. A lot more than most NFL teams, but no running game. Just terrible offensive line with a great left tackle, but everything else is awful. I think he shows up knowing that they're fighting for a playoff spot. I don't think they'll beat Dallas, but he'll make it interesting. Running backs, Theo, Riddick, great start this week. You have to start him. And Jonathan Stewart. Love the Stewart start. I think he's going to muscle up for 2 touchdowns this week. Wide receivers to start. Gould and Tate. Great start, especially with TJ Jones out. And Devante Parker. I think he's going to blow up for a big game against Kansas City. Tight ends, Jared Cook. Must start this week. And Mercedes Lewis. Got to start him as well. I really like him this week. Kicker, Robbie Gould. Showing he's no fluke, and Garoppolo can get you past the 50, man. He's good enough to get you past the 50, so I like Robbie Gould this week. Start him. And finally, 2 awesome defenses for you guys. The Washington Redskins defense is a great sleeper against Denver. They're going to get a pick 6, in my opinion, and the Bears defense against the Browns. Come on, you got to. It's the Browns, right? So definitely start them. So there you have it, folks. Those are my NFL predictions. This is going to be an awesome week. I want you guys to win your fantasy football championship. So stay tuned. Please watch this video. I want you guys to succeed. I'm here for you guys. This is one of my last big videos for you guys for a little while. So want to make sure it counts and that, it makes you guys win your championship. That's all that matters to me, that you guys win. So stay tuned. Enjoy an awesome week of football. Merry Christmas, and you guys have a good one.